Welcome to SEO Life Support. If you sell on Etsy and you've been affected by the recent SEO update that Etsy put out, they're telling you to shorten your titles, put words down into the tags and all this sort of stuff, and lots of you are complaining that sales are going down, you're losing bestsellers, you're losing sales on items that used to sell that now don't because you've updated them. I'm going to give you the answers here. Everything I'm going to teach you today is solid, safe. I've tested this stuff over and over again. I'm testing it as we speak, and this will help you. And the first part, no one else is talking about it because they don't know what to tell you, but I do know what to tell you. It's, well, what do you do if you've made the changes and things are already happening and things are already going wrong, right? So you need to know what to do now with things that aren't working, because this change has caused huge problems because lots of you have just made the changes not realizing that it's a mistake. So this is what I want you to do, right? These are your different types of listings, okay? So if you've got a new listing, right? If the listing is new, okay, you've just put it in your store, change it back, okay? So just change the listing back to how the SEO was before, right? That's all you've got to do. Nothing is going to happen because nothing has happened. The listing is new. So you can just go back to how the SEO was before, right? So the next one, if you've got a listing that is not new, but has no or low sales, right? So this will be a lot of you. So under 5 sales, under 5, right? Change it back, okay? Just change it back to how it was before. It's not going to make any difference. It's not going to make the listing any worse, right? But the listing could recover. If you've got no or low sales, you've got low views, it doesn't really matter, right? Change it back to as it was. Now, here's the thing. The next one is listings with sales, right? So listings with any kind of regular sales, okay? So what I mean by regular is the word regular. So it's making a sale every other day, a sale every 2 days, a sale every day, 2 sales a day, 3 sales a day, anything that's regular. This is any listing where you've got any kind of momentum, right? So this applies to this. Here, I want you to pick one of your listings and test changing back. Okay, so just change it back, right? But only if you are getting a problem, right? Only if your sales have been affected. Don't change it if you've made the SEO change and it's the same. That's great, just leave it, okay? You're only doing this stuff when there's a problem, right? That's the critical thing. So test it. If you've got lots of listings, right, that are making regular sales, just test it. Just pick a couple of them and test and see what happens. Just change it back to as they were. Anything that's not affected, leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. You've escaped with those problems that Etsy seem to be bringing to a lot of sellers, right? Test it, see what happens. If the views rise and things go back to as they were, you can roll that out on more listings. You've always got to check. You've just got to test. You should never make sweeping changes to any listings with SEO. And if Etsy's caused you a problem, we can't just make sweeping changes back, right? We just got to test to make sure and see what's going on, right? So the last one is high sales. Okay, high sales and best seller, right? Now, if the listing has no effect or minimal down effect on sales, like nothing's really changed, you've still got the bestseller badge, maybe there's a slight decrease, don't touch it, okay? If there is a blowout and the listing's died, right, you've gone from sort of 5 sales, 10 sales, 15, 20 sales a day, and it's gone down to 2 sales or 3 sales, right? You've just lost the performance, it's gone. Put the listing back, change it back, okay? These are best sellers, right? Only in this case if it's affected extremely negatively. I don't mean just a little bit here, just leave it, right? But if you've suffered an 80%, 90% sales drop, right, we've got to get that back. And it's not going to come back if you just leave the listing as it is with a shorter title and having done what Etsy got you to do here. So change it back. And if you've got lots of bestsellers, right, lots of them, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 of them, you can just pick a selection and test this. What I'm trying to show you here is be cautious, but don't be afraid when you've got new listings, low sales, no sales, just change them back, right? And then just be careful with the sales listings, test and change back. That is a safe way to do this because you've lost the sales. The sales have gone on these listings. So we've got to try and do something to get them back. Now that you understand what to do with listings that have been affected, I'm now going to show you quickly how to write your titles and tags in a safe way. It's not going to affect your store. It's Etsy safe and it's going to make you eligible to be found in search. So let's get into how to quickly write titles and tags, and you will be future-proofed against these, frankly, nightmare changes that Etsy have done. Let's get into how to do it. Right then, now that I've given you information on what to do with your listings in regard to the SEO changes, let me give you a quick and easy example of how to do your Etsy SEO. And 2 things I want you to know about this example in respect of SEO live support for all the issues that you're facing at the moment. Okay, so number 1, what I'm going to teach you will be safe. Okay, if you follow what I'm teaching you, it will be safe. Okay, and number 2, only do this work on new and 0 sales listings. Okay? I can't stress this enough. If something's brand new, it's not going to fall into a problem by using this SEO method. If you go changing stuff that's working, that's no better than doing what Etsy told you to do, right? So remember what I said about listings previously. Just do this work on all your new stuff and 0 sales stuff because you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. This is safe, right? Okay, so this is what I want you to do, and I'm going to give you an example here so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, we're going to be selling or SEOing a women's amber gemstone necklace, okay? This is just for the example. Obviously, you change this for what you sell, right? So, as always, when you write your SEO titles, just use all the title space, okay? But you make sure you're using different keywords. That's what makes this safe. Don't go repeating stuff. I always tell you, don't repeat in your titles. You don't need to do that, right? Let me write this title out and then I'll explain it to you. Then we're going to do the tags. This is a complete guide and template for you. So this is it. So it's women's amber gemstone necklace. That's the first keyword string, right? Then we move on to the next one. So this goes into your title. Classic evening statement pendant. Okay, that's the second one. Pendant, P-E-N-T-A-N-T, yep. And the final one is eye-catching dinner jewelry, okay? Easy. Let me explain what this is. And some of you will know this from the times that I've taught this before, but it is descriptive and anchor keywords. You can't go wrong if you use this method. I've taught this for years. I know lots of you have watched the video, but just so you understand, women's amber gemstone in red are descriptive. They describe what the listing is, right? Necklace is the anchor keyword. It's what the item is, right? So women's amber gemstone, describing the item. Necklace, what it is. Into the next keyword set. Classic evening statement. They all describe the item. Pendant, it's what the item is. And finally, at the bottom, something slightly different. Descriptive, anchor. right? Describing the item in red, what the item is in green. If you do your SEO like this, notice there's no repetition here. There's nothing to go wrong. It's safe. It's not going to cause you any problems. I've got thousands of people out there on Etsy right now using the SEO that I've given out over the last 10 years. None of them have any problems. They don't have issues because this method doesn't cause problems. It's never caused problems, right? That's how you write your title as an example. Obviously change it for you, change for what you do, right? So now the tags, and again, I know that I've taught you lots of you this already, but this is for the people who are panicking, right? So this is how to do your tags safely and easily with no problems, right? You just do this. You break your tags into the 5 W's, right? Who, what, where, can't write, when, and why. Who's using it? What are they doing with it? Where are they using it? When are they using it? Why are they using it? Right? Just do your tags like this. You can't go wrong. Okay? Notice when I do this, every single tag set is going to be different. Then there's no repetition, so there's no problem. Right? And remember, your tag boxes are 13 tag boxes of 20 characters. That's what we're dealing with. We're going to fill in 13 boxes, right, of 20 characters. So let's go through it. Who, easy, wife, girlfriend, right? That's tag number 1. Tag number 2 is, these are examples. Remember, you've got to adapt this to what you have in your listing. Mom, best friend, okay? What are they doing? They're going out. It's going out necklace, they're going out. What else are they doing? I had to write these down to remember them. They're going to a party, a function, right? And they might be having fancy dress. They might be going to some fancy dress, okay? All of these are possibilities for this necklace, right? So you've got to adapt this to what you're selling. Who, what, where, when, why. Easiest way ever to do tags. You just sit there and think a little bit and you'll get these. Okay, where? So here, drinks, cocktails, right? Could be going out for drinks, going to a cocktail event, okay? So each one of these is a tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drinks, cocktails. Might be going to a casino, restaurant, right? You're targeting around the listing where these people could be going. So when? So it's things like nighttime, and could be Halloween, want a Halloween spooky theme, amber, kind of spooky, kind of witchy, black, could be for Halloween and a Halloween party, something like that. Why? Okay, so why? Could be for a gift or a present, right? Could be anniversary, birthday. See, notice how we're getting the whys in. Well, why are we buying this? You know, what's the reason, right? Could be for a job, promotion, right? And they could be looking for something unusual or unique. That's a why, right? So let me just hope I've got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tags. And they're all under 20 characters, okay? Remember, the reason why I'm getting you to do this, number 1, it's safe for Etsy. Number 2, Etsy cross-matches all these keywords. It's going to cross-match across your tags, your titles, to find the query that the customer has put in and match you to that listing, match you to that customer, right? That's how this works. So this is safe and effective, and do it on all listings with 0 sales and new sales listings, no problem at all. Remember what I said about what to do with different sales listings at the beginning, okay? Now, 2 things I want you to know. The first one, my brand new Etsy Academy has just opened. You can clearly see I know what I'm talking about here. If you want me to help you with your business, the link to my new Academy is in the description. It is a 7-day free trial. Okay, so go and check that out. Read what it says in the Academy to see if it's for you for learning. There's a video, watch it. It tells you what the Academy is all about. I can help so many of you in there. We've got 10 members already. It's growing. The sooner you get in, the more time you get with me. So come and join. And the other thing, of course, if you want to work with me, don't wait, don't guess. The booking button's coming up on your screen now that takes you to a one-to-one calendar link to book a Zoom session with me so that I can talk to you how in paid consultations and mentoring I can help you with your Etsy business. I look forward to catching you in the consultations and catch you in the comments. Cheers.